Steven, have you ever lost your taste?
I have. The time that I've lost my taste the most was when one time when I was pretty young, I ate pizza and I just didn't know how hot it was, and it actually burned my tongue so bad that I couldn't taste for quite a while, like a couple of days at least.
Yeah.
So it was pretty bad.
It's pretty painful.
It was painful.
Was there ever a time you couldn't localize a sound?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question, especially for me because in scuba diving, water or sound travels differently underwater than it does on land or in air. And so it's much more difficult for scuba divers to localize sound, which makes it disorienting. So yeah.
Has hearing loss ever affected you in unexpected ways?
The biggest thing that I've noticed, and I have hearing loss at 8,000 hertz, so it's very specific. And the only thing that I've really noticed is that in noisy environments and crowds, it's hard for me to focus on a specific speaker. And so I just have to like lean in or whatever.
What was the loudest thing you've ever experienced?
I think when I was in about second grade or maybe third grade, lightning struck a tree right outside the window at my elementary school. And that was really loud, the thunder from that, because it was so close, it was really, really loud. I think that's the loudest thing.
Interesting. Was there ever a time where you smelled or heard something that you couldn't line up with your current setting?
Yeah, so in the late 90s or early 90s or late 80s, I was in Florida when I was in the Navy, and I looked up in the sky, and the whole northern sky was red. And I said to myself that that was the aurora borealis, but that's impossible because I was in Florida. And sure enough, it was actually a really rare event that I saw when I was down there, and it made the newspaper down in Orlando. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.